he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang. Wherever there's a hang, you'll find a Spider-Man.
What's going on, guys? It's Jake here. Welcome back to another Spider-Man video. This one's going to be about Electro and him and Jamie Foxx being able to return in the Sinister 6 movie, the spin-off film coming out that will be connected to the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. But anyway, I've noticed I've gained a few subscribers in the past weeks at a faster rate than I usually do. So thank you guys so much for the support, and we're getting really close to 100. Can't wait for that. Thank you guys so much for the support. But anyway, let's hop into the video. Now, Jamie Foxx and Electro, well, same character obviously, are obviously big favorites to be in this Sinister Six movie, and I mean, it wouldn't be that ridiculous to believe, considering with franchises like Sony's The Amazing Spider-Man, they usually sign people to motion picture deals with big franchises and universes like this, such as the Avengers did with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans for Iron Man and Captain America. And even if they don't show up in future movies, they usually like to sign these deals, get them there in case they need to use them. So anyway, the Sinister Six is going to be very crowded. It's going to be a crowded movie. You're going to have 6 villains into really, the longest they could really make it would be 2 hours and 45 minutes, until it was to the point where people really didn't really want to care or see a movie that long. So it's definitely going to be crowded, and some of the villains' backstories are going to have to be explained, considering we obviously haven't seen 6 villains yet. So, my thought is, why would you waste time on a backstory for a villain that we haven't seen before, rather than be able to use that time for other things by putting Electro in, how we already know his backstory. So I feel they could save a lot of time and do more things like other villain stories or more action scenes by just saving time instead of building up a random villain's story, if they just put Electro in there and save him a lot of time. But also, Jamie Foxx, when the news about the Sinister Six film being confirmed, his big thing when people asked if he was going to be in the Sinister Six, he would always say, "Oh, I can't be sure about anything, but electricity never dies." No, I think this was a smart move by Jamie and Sony, if Sony had him saying this, because now they have the option. The way he used his words there, if they want Electro back, and if they don't want Electro back, they can really choose now. It's up to them. Jamie's words used as a spring, they can do whatever they want with them. But anyway, most of you Amazing Spider-Man communities out there will know 7 Webheads, and when he had a Google Hangout with the cast, he actually asked Jamie Foxx if he would be in the Sinister Six and how he would interact with the people from the team, and that's when it got really choppy answers from Jamie, like really finding ways to dodge this question or like not give a straight answer, and he was always looking over at Mark Webb, and Mark Webb was always giving him kind of just a smile and a nod, like, "Yep, you haven't given anything away up to this point." So you could tell they might have been sharing something. They both, if anyone knows something about it, it's Mark Webb, and Jamie Foxx most likely, if he's going to be in the movie, you'd probably know. So at this point, it looks like he could be, because him and Mark Webb shared that thing on Seven's question, and it really looked like they had something going on. But now, another thing, this is just my personal opinion, but Electro is very, very cinematic. Like, the way they can use the CGI with his lightning and stuff, he looks phenomenal on screen. Now, he looks so good, and we only got to see 2 fight scenes, and the last fight scene in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 was not that good. We didn't get to see much of Electro doing what he does. And in that Times Square fight, oh man, I wanted to see more of Electro. and then he was put away in Ravencroft, and then we got one final fight. We didn't really get to see much. I want to be able, even if it's shorter, because his time would be split up with 5 other villains, I still want to see some more Electro on screen, because when he was there in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I thought he looks great. He looks stunning. But here's my last thought on the topic is, before Electro got his powers in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, he was a huge Spider-Man fan, like a fanatic. And this brings another thought. If Spider-Man isn't defeating the entire Sinister Six on his own, then I think it would make perfect sense if anyone for Electro to go and join Spidey, considering he was such a big Spidey fan. Now, we did see Max Dillon's character before Electro pretty much completely disappear after he received his powers, but maybe that Max Dillon part could come back and he could maybe help Spidey defeat the Sinister Six. Now that would be a really fun fight to watch. It'd be very cinematic, very fun. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Now, final verdict, do I think they will bring Electro in as a villain of the Sinister Six? Yes, I do, because they said this is a story of redemption, the Sinister Six, and what better redemption than being defeated by Spidey and coming back to beat him again, or team up with him, I don't know. But in the end, yeah, I do think that Electro, Jamie Foxx, will be back in the Sinister Six spin-off film. But anyway, thanks for taking time out of your wonderful day to watch and listen to my video and my voice. Be sure to subscribe if you're new and you're a Spider-Man fan. Be sure to let your friends know about this channel if they're Spider-Man fans, because we are nearing 100 subscribers, and that would just be amazing, guys. I really appreciate your support. Drop a like on the video, and thanks, guys. I'm out.
Spectacular, 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 spectacular.